entertaining and inspiring. Wow, what a brilliant session. There was so much to learn and there was definitely so much music. Well, you would have realized by now the twist is musical in sense in Earth, a culture fest promoted by Z. Music has another dimension, Nritya. Let's talk about it now in our very next conversation, which is titled as Naika Bhav, Dimensions and Dynamics. We have with us Ms. Madhu Natraj, who's an award-winning choreographer, artpreneur and curator. She believes in the cross-illumination between various fields, fueling her vision to inhabit the public domain through the potent medium of dance. She studied Kathak under her mother, legendary guru Maya Raoji, and trained in contemporary dance in New York, leading her to the birth of the prolific STEM dance company. She has received the Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar from the Central Sangeet Natak Academy, Government of India, the FICCI Women's Award, Women's Achiever Award. She is an Ananta Aspen Global Leadership Fellow. Recently, the Government of Karnataka chose her for the title Karnataka Kalashri. In conversation with her, we have Dr. Anupama Kailash, who's a senior practitioner of Kuchipudi and Vilasini Natyam, trained under Dr. Uma Rama Rao for Kuchipudi and Padma Bhushan Swapna Sundari for Vilasini Natyam. Anupama is a Vishard in Hindi music from the Akhil Bharatiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya and an author of 2 books based on the Telugu Padam poets Annamacharya and Kshetriya. Anupama has her own institute of dance named Anubhav Center for Performing Arts. This is going to be another beautiful conversation to listen to. Here we go.
नमस्कार, मैं हूँ मधु नटराज।
नमस्कार, मैं हूँ अनुपमा कैलाश।
आज हमारे साथ हैं डॉक्टर अनुपमा कैलाश, who is a Kuchipudi and Vilasini Natyam performer par excellence. Anupama ji is also a wonderful orator, an academic and researcher who is sought after at universities, cultural centers globally, and runs the Anubhav Center for Performing Arts in Hyderabad.
And this is Madhu Natraj, a practitioner of Kathak and the contemporary form of dance. She is a thinker, a creator, an educator, a choreographer, and has birthed the most successful STEM dance company.
Thank you, Anu.
Thank you, Madhu.
Today, as you know, our topic is about Naika Bhav. In today's destination-based society, dance reflects life, and therefore we see so much dhoom dhadakedar dancing, lot of virtuoso. And just like the pandemic offered us a pause, in Indian dance, the essence is actually in abhinay.
Yes.
Or as in Kathak we call it Bhav Batana. If we were to situate our talk today around the female persona and the body as a site for expression, then Naika Bhav comes to mind.
Yes.
But who is this Naika? She's a heroine, we hear. Anu, आपको क्या लगता है? आपके हिसाब से कौन है नायिका?
I think for me, a Naika is primarily not even a person. I think it's an idea. It's an idea, especially a very interesting idea created by rhetoricians, looking at literature, looking at, all our stories from the, epics and so many places. And through the Naika, they have expressed human emotion in the most aesthetic manner. So I think the Naika and even the Nayaka both are mediums of expressing the most sensitive and the most crucial of human thought and emotion.
Yeah, beautiful, as an avastha, as you say.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And Madhu, what do you think Naika means, and for you?
I sort of picture a Naika as a threshold of possibilities. She is a creative possibility and an attribute that she chooses that day. It could be fecundity, it could be fearlessness, it could be amorous attachments. So she is a possibility. So Anu, we were talking about Ashtanayikas.
Yes.
So काफ़ी बार हम लोग सुनते हैं ये अष्टनायिका, बट हु आर दी अष्टनायिका? सो हमने सोचा वी विल आस्क डॉक्टर अनुपमा कैलाश टू जस्ट लिस्ट देम आउट, एंड you as you listen can make connections to modern day nayikas too, which we all are.
Yeah. Sure, Madhu. So it's interesting actually that the Nayika as an idea evolved on many levels. So you have the Nayika classification based on their age, based on their temperaments, based on their social status, and the different stages of evolution in the life of a woman. So these are all dependent on many factors in the texts. And interestingly, the Ashtanayikas, as we know them, are not different women, but they are actually mental states,
Right.
which is why they are called the avasthas.
Avasthas.
So any of these categories of the Nayikas can experience any of these states. And that's what's interesting and beautiful about it, because each of them, according to their age and their temperament, will experience the very same avastha in a different way.
जी जी.
So the 8 are of course Swadhina Patika, one who is in control of her lover, a woman of today maybe.
Yes.
And then you have the Virahot Kanthita, one who is longing
Yes.
for her lover.
So that is timeless, right?
That's-
We could be
yes.
waiting at a bus stop for a
Yes.
lover to pick us up on a motorbike.
Vasaka Sajjika, one who dresses and waits for the lover to come.
Eternal.
Vipralabdha, one who's been deceived by the lover.
Sounds familiar.
Yes. Khandita,
many.
personally my favorite.
Yeah.
Somebody who, berates her lover for his misdoings. Kalahantarita, one who regrets that berating.
Yes.
And then of course you have the Proshita Bhartruka, who is, who's upset because her husband's on a journey.
Right.
And then one of the most popular Nayika avasthas, the woman who goes fearlessly out to meet her lover, the Abhisarika.
Sarika. Yes. My personal favorite too.
Yes.
Yes. So I think sometimes we are all 8 in the course of a day,
Absolutely. Yes.
isn't it? So Anu, we are going to be presenting short pieces in between. So I was wondering if you allow it, will you start?
Sure, Madhu. So since we are talking about the avasthas in an order, so I thought why not do this little piece of a Swadhina Patika. It's a composition of personally one of my favorite Vagyakaras, or literary poets whom I've studied also, Annamacharya. And in this, the woman is it's a very typical, ageless, timeless composition where she says, look how handsome my lover is. And all you women, look at him and feel jealous, So that's something like that she says in that.
Wonderful.
So that will be the composition I'll be doing.
Wonderful. Waiting to watch it, Anu.
నారమణుని చూడరే నళినాక్షులాల నారమణుని చూడరే నారమణుని చూడరే నళినాక్షులాల నారమణుని చూడరే గౌరవముతోడ నన్ను కరుణించి ఇదివో గౌరవముతోడ నన్ను కరుణించి ఇదివో నారమణుని చూడరే నళినాక్షులాల నారమణుని చూడరే.
Thank you, Anu. That was wonderful. Always such a joy to watch you.
Thank you so much, Madhu. So Madhu, which aspect of the Nayika Bhav are you going to show us?
मुझे भी करना पड़ेगा.
Yes, absolutely. करना ही पड़ेगा.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to do a piece which is actually a precursor to her becoming a Virohit Khandita. She's waiting for her lover.
Lovely.
But before that, she's a Vasak Sajja. So she's dressing up. And as you know, Shringar is an important aspect of the
Yes,
Nayika Bhav. It's
absolutely.
not just about, you know, the pragmatic angle of dressing up. It's actually getting ready body, mind and soul for union, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yes.
So I'm going to be doing a short piece where the Nayika thinks she hears or sees her lover coming and quickly starts to do her Shringar to meet him. And it goes into an aspect of Gat Nikas in Kathak, where you have the concept of the Alingan, the embrace. So I will show
Lovely.
that.
Looking forward to seeing this, Madhu.
Thank you.
So that was absolutely beautiful, Madhu. And I love the grace of the Gat, in Kathak. It's just so beautiful.
Thank you, Anu. In fact, my guru, Dr. Maya Rao, always wanted more emphasis on Abhinay. So that's the talim we all had.
Yes.
We are fortunate to have had that.
Absolutely.
So, Anu, we looked at a happy Nayika, who's admiring her lover. I did Vasik Sajja, who's getting ready to meet her lover. There's hope.
Yes.
And in Indian philosophy, this whole idea, especially in dance, of Sanjog and Viyog,
Yes.
of union and separation, the possibility of union and the definiteness of separation.
Yes.
Do you think anger can be a catalyst, this change, this in status quo that a woman can bring about? Because a woman, Shakti, is momentum.
Yes.
She's the capable will. So there has to be constant churning of emotions.
Yes. Yes, absolutely, Madhu. Actually, even if we look at the evolution of our, philosophical systems, our traditions has always given equal importance to the masculine and the feminine elements.
Yes.
And in fact, it is always the feminine element that is energy. That's why she's called Shakti.
Right.
And she leads, the masculine energy from inertia to, from tamas to what we call rajas, and then later, sattva. And so the woman being volatile, the woman being, very vocal in her thoughts.
Ji.
It's there not only in textual tradition, you find it in literary tradition.
Absolutely.
Like, for example, the piece that I'm doing now. In fact, she's so sarcastic in that piece that she doesn't even bother to talk to the Nayaka.
Okay.
She tells her woman friends there, she says, yeah, open the door. I think he's come. He seems to have, roamed all the three worlds like a vagrant. And now he deigns to come here. So if you want, go and wash his feet and, lay the stool for him. But I am not going to give him any importance.
Yeah.
So, in our literature, the woman can absolutely demolish him
Yes.
whenever she would like to.
it's
without batting an eyelid.
Yeah.
So yes.
So, that's what Anu, I mean, just like a woman has a unique space in a boardroom, for us dancers, it's the performance space.
Absolutely.
Right. Looking forward, Anu. I love your angry abhinay a lot, actually.
తండెనుల్నె చెలులమిల్దరము సాక్షి నిండు దొరయితనికి నేరమేమీ లేదు దండెనుల్నె చెలులమిందరము సాక్షి పచడమందు కోరే పాదాలు కడుగరే రచ్చసేసి వచ్చినాడు రమణుడు పచడమందు కోరే పాదాలు కడుగరే రచ్చసేసి వచ్చినాడు రమణుడు గచ్చుల దూరకురే గ్రక్కన పీట పెట్టరే నేచెలుల కైదండతో నిలచియున్నాడు గచ్చుల దూరకురే గ్రక్కన పీట పెట్టరే నేచెలుల కైదండతో నిలచియున్నాడు దండనుల్న చెలుల మిల్దరము సాక్షి నిండు దొరయితనికి నేరమేమీ లేదు దండనుల్న చెలుల మిందరము సాక్షి.
Anu, that was wonderful.
Thank you, Madhu.
I especially love the sarcasm so subtly, just with your eyes and eyebrows that you do. So expressive. And I was just remembering that we also have in the Kathak tradition some thumris actually,
Yes.
which deal with this aspect of anger. Of course, stutis and all that, of course, we
Yes.
do see the Devi in her various forms. But here, there are sometimes jodas that we do. So there might be one thumri that says Piya ki avan ki main sunat khabariya, and then you juxtapose it with another one of Bindadin Maharaj's thumris, which talks about kahe ko mere ghar aaye, because she can see signs of love making on him, and she says Pritam tum ren sotan sang, and your naina, jage naina ratnare paiya na padore pyar, because Krishna, of course, is immediately touching her feet and
Yes.
saying sorry, and says don't do all that. And as like you said, it'll after that be followed by regret.
Yes. So we can see the entire gamut,
Yes.
happening, and we should see more of bhav in Kathak.
I know.
More abhinay in Kathak, because it's such a subtle, form.
Exactly. It's
beautiful.
and such cursory treatment accorded to it, because in an
Absolutely.
evening's performance, maybe 5 minute ka abhinay hota hai aajkal,
Exactly,
and you
exactly.
just-
It needs to be more elaborate.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Anu, I was just wondering, we have been looking at more realistic ideas where people the audience can also get ownership over. But the purpose of dance, of performing arts, is also to transport the audience, the rasikas, and of course ourselves, to another space of enlightenment,
Correct.
of transformation. So, how about looking at the Naika as a catalyst for spiritual transformation? Would you like to say something about that?
Yes, absolutely, Madhu, because in fact, the whole idea of, the entire creation or Prakriti being female, which we have in our tradition, itself gives that easy fluidity, even in the juxtaposition
Yes.
of gender. Because so many of the male poets, they visualize themselves as the Naikas who are pining for their, what you call the Ishta Deva, or the, beloved Godhead. So there is always an undercurrent and a layering of this seeking. And that's been highlighted not only in the texts, but in umpteen poetic verses by so many, great poets.
Right.
Like, for example, the piece that I'm performing now, I've used a piece from a text called Rasamanjari, in which, the entire sequence is actually metaphoric, because the Naika, first of all, has to shed all attachment, including that of a child or a husband or anyone, if she has to go seeking her beloved, who is the supreme power.
Yes.
So this whole Abhisarika, that's why is celebrated so much, because it's a final disattachment idea.
Yes.
And then this Abhisarika goes, and on the path she encounters all these obstacles like thunder, lightning, rain, snakes, thorns. So this is an entire metaphoric image of what the seeker would encounter on his path. And then she reaches him, and once she reaches him, there is that thing, the Sharanagati, or the surrender, and an understanding of, or an awareness of, in what way they are dissimilar, and how you can bridge that and bring about a union which is highly spiritual in nature.
Wonderful, wonderful. And it's also somehow such a fearless journey, right? Because it's to do with fearlessness, and also going into a space of the unknown, which is such a creative space, actually.
Yes,
There's so many, as you're talking about metaphors, like there's so many layerings of philosophy also that one can just
totally. And it's interesting how each of the philosophies, that the poets have adopted, have treated this Naika Bhav and its layering in so many multiple ways.
Yes, absolutely. Anu, I wanted to ask you, did you choreograph this piece that you're performing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did that myself because it's part of my PhD research, actually.
Okay.
Because I worked with the Naika Bhava in the songs of Annamacharya. So as a culmination of that, this is an extract from that piece.
Right, great. Looking forward, Anu, to watching your piece now.
చేనావలపు కొండల రాయడ నిన్ను కూడించే నావలపు నీవననెవ్వరు నేనననెవ్వరు నీవే నేనయ్యుందు చిలక నీవననెవ్వరు నేనననెవ్వరు నీవే నేనయ్యుందు చిలక నీవననెవ్వరు నేననెవ్వరు నీవే నేనయ్యుందు చిలక నీవననెవ్వరు నేననెవ్వరు నీవే నేనయ్యుందు చిలక శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రిపై చిత్తములో నుండి సేవించుకొని గట్టి చిలుక శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రిపై చిత్తములో నుండి సేవించుకొని గట్టి చిలుక 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 జీవాతుమై గుండు చిలుక జీవాతుమై గుండు చిలుక నీవావిలికి పరమాత్ముడై గుండు చిలుక జీవాతుమై గుండు చిలుక నీవావిలికి పరమాత్ముడై గుండు చిలుక జీవాతుమై 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 గుండు చిలుక.
Anu, another wonderful piece, and it's just especially that last bit of the chakras merging from the Mooladhara to the Sahasrara. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. And it's one of those rare times I see you in a very peaceful.
Yes, it's quite rare for me also. Yeah, because I love doing the angry thing. But yeah, sometimes
It's lovely.
also.
It's beautiful. And thank you so much, because you shared 3 completely different shades today in your demonstrations. Thank you.
Actually, that gets me thinking, Madhu. I was just wondering, because you have, you stride both, the traditional dance system and the contemporary dance system. So you've been, reconciling the two and merging your ideas of both mediums, your understanding of both mediums. So as a choreographer who, strides both these areas, I'd really like to know, how you conceive your choreography for the Nayika Bhav, on say the spiritual aspect or on the metaphoric aspect.
Yes.
How does the whole thing pan out in your mind?
So, Anu, as you know that I really feel as Indians in these times, straddling both the 20th and 21st centuries, that we are a wonderful balance of the traditional and the contemporary.
Yes, absolutely.
And I feel that our dance forms, our ideology has to reflect that. I mean, we can't only be talking about mysticism and then not making it relevant for an audience. I've
agree.
always believed that we are strong communicators.
Yes.
And as dancers, we are unstoppable. We can create something out of nothing, right?
Yes.
So this visual element and dance not being in isolation is an idea that has always been very close to me. So from the very beginning when I started dancing and choreographing, collaboration has been a signature style. So there's always an element of the visual arts. Earlier it would be sculptors coming in, artists coming in. Now we have multimedia design. So this particular piece, although I'm doing the works of 12th century women mystics from Karnataka, has a strong element of photo artist bringing in her thought philosophy, which actually on stage I would take on me.
Okay.
So, and it's called Nirvaya, not to be confused with Nirbhay, but Nirvaya is the Kannada offshoot of Nirvana and also the Aikya philosophy. So this is the Lingayat philosophy.
Right.
And so one has heard, of course, of Basavanna and Allama
Yes,
Prabhu,
yes.
the most metaphysical of the lot. But there were some wonderful women mystics. They were Advaitins. Some were married. Some took Vairagya, like Akka Mahadevi, whose
Yes.
piece I'm going to do now. And they did not believe that the Linga or Shiva was separate from them. In fact, the Linga also has a mystical meaning there,
Yes.
And so you find that all of them have this Advaita philosophy, except Akka Mahadevi in her earlier works is very, it's an element of bhakti, which
Yes.
means she's longing for union with Shiva, who she calls Channa Mallikarjuna, which is like the white jasmine. And this is a very beautiful piece. I have always, because also learning from Ma, looked at the associated abstract meaning. So
Yes.
if a woman is waiting for her lover, it's not just say, Aya nahi abhi tak, but it could be in a pond, a fish falls out of water,
Yes.
uska tadapna and me,
It's similar,
is like
yes.
when we are not together.
Yes.
Or just the fragrance of Shiva's body, of the the ash, etc. So to look out for those, as you do in your work, also very subtly brought in. Space is an important aspect. I like to work actually a lot with group choreographies. Also, I like that energy of a team of different bodies bringing in something to the table. But anyway, in this piece, since I wanted to tell you the other thing that, we're both based out of South India, and
Yes.
our institute was the first to come here for Kathak and choreography. But why should we limit Kathak to just Avdhi or Urdu or Hindi?
Yes, not at all. Absolutely.
So Ma would always experiment. So this is a piece we've done in Kannada. I've yet to do a Telugu piece, actually. It should come to
must.
you.
Yes, yes,
And
absolutely.
recently the company also did one with Andal's work, which is
Yes.
quite a challenge and came
Yes,
out
I've
beautifully.
seen that. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. Yes.
So this piece talks about Akka Mahadevi, and there's this interesting philosophy in Lingayat philosophy, which is about salvation through disappearance. So literally like camphor on fire. So you leave without a trace of ego, identity, and they don't believe in rebirth also. So they
Yes.
say that it's got strong links to Kashmiri Shaivism and
Yes,
Buddhism.
yes. That's complete subsuming.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely.
beautiful, actually. And as you said, I'm also remembering that, we also learned that Akka Mahadevi was one of the few, Sharanis or mystic poets
Yes.
who strives bhakti and
mysticism.
and mysticism. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So here too, this piece actually is from my uncle, Basur Subrao, has translated many of the lesser known Sharanas and Sharanis of that time. So there were
Okay.
35 women at that point.
yes.
Imagine in a span of 100 years,
Yes.
all these mystics and their philosophy. So here she says that when I look at you, there is a complete loss of memory. I can't see, I'm blinded. When also that my body disappears. So she's talking about that concept of on a threshold of
Yes.
disappearance with the Lingayat philosophy, but more
Yes.
sort of in a more accessible manner, shall I say. Then she says that what is the point of this carnal bed? Because she did live in this reality, but when my heart, body, soul belongs to Chandamallikarjuna. And she says that looking at you, as I said before, my mind is erased, my body disappears, you envelop me in your bliss, you accept my bliss, and you bring to me abundant beauty, so you can see it at various levels.
Yes.
And finally, she feels like she's merging with Mallikarjuna,
Yes.
but she realizes he's not there.
Yeah.
So that was the, and also here was the angle. So we did a bilingual. So it's
Beautiful.
Kannada and English. And in the end, one of the other Sharane's piece comes where we talks about there is no Dvaita, there are no two. There is only one. So very similar to your piece of merging and to acknowledge union,
Yes.
and that I am the divine myself.
Yes.
And I think that's a powerful thought also.
No, it is. It's very powerful, Madhu. In fact, as you're talking, I just remembered, when you said that a lot of the, Advaita philosophy of the Sharana tradition is also influenced by Kashmiri Shaivism. There were very similar verses of Lal Ded also.
Yeah, Lal Ded, about
the
200
Vaks.
years later.
Yes, where she says, there's one piece where she says exactly what you're saying. She says, and when the moon of consciousness arose, the world of Prakriti dried up, she says.
Right.
So, the whole, the Prakriti is your entire, this physical aspect, as you said, it just, fades into a nothingness.
Yes.
So beautiful. I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing this piece, Madhu.
Thank you so much. And I'd like to say, Anu, that I was fortunate that for this piece, I could go up to my guru and ask her for some suggestions, because some of the older nuances of Kathak, of the lotus opening
Yes.
to the moon, etc.,
Yes.
came from her. And
lovely.
so this I'd choreographed way back in 2011
Right.
for the Mad and Divine conference, which
I
was
see.
about women mystics.
Yeah. Mad and Divine. I like the name.
So Akka Mahadevi as Naika.
Yeah.
धा धीग धा धीग धा ताता धिन धागिन ता धा धीग धा धीग धा ताता धिन धागिन ता
ಕಾಣುತ್ತಾ
धा धीग धा धीग धा ताता धिन धागिन ता
ಕಂಗಳು
धा
ಮುಚ್ಚಿದೆ
धीग
ನೋಡುವ
धा
ಕಾಣುತ್ತಾ ಕಂಗಳು ಮುಚ್ಚಿದೆ ನೋಡುವ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಮೈ ಮರೆದೊರಗಿದೆ ನೋಡುವ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಮೈ ಮರೆದೊರಗಿದೆ ನೋಡುವ ಕಾಣುತ್ತಾ ಹಾಸಿದ ಹಾಸಿಗೆಯ ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋಯಿತು
धिन धी धिन धा धीग धा धीग धा तीक ताक ताक धिन धी धिन धा धीग धा धीग धा तीक ताक ताक धिन धिन धा धीग धा धा धिन धिन धा तीक ताक ताक धिन धिन धा धीग धा धीग धा तीक ताक ताक धिन धी धिन धा धीग धा धीग धा तीक ताक ताक धिन धी धिन ताक धिन धी धिन ताता
ಹಾಸಿದ ಹಾಸಿಗೆಯ ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋಯಿತು
ಧಿನ ನಧ
ಕೇಳುವ ಚನ್ನಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ದೇವನು ಕೂಡುವ ಕೂಟವ ನಾನೇನೆಂದರೆ ಮರೆದೆ ಕಾಣುವ 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 ಎನ್ನ ಮನವ ಮಾರುಗೊಂಡನುವ ಎನ್ನ ತನುವ ಸೂರೆಗೊಂಡನುವ ಎನ್ನ ಸುಖವನೊಪ್ಪುಗೊಂಡನುವ ಎಂದಿರವ ನಿಂಬುಗೊಂಡನವ್ವ ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ನೊಲುಮೆಯವಳಾನು ಚೆನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ನೊಲುಮೆಯವಳ
Not realizing you are the symbol of union with the linga within, you toil in search of another linga, seeking the one without a second. There are no two. You are united with it just as you stand. You, yourself, are the formless.